Hey guys, my name is That Quite Kid, and today we're going to do AD certificate templates a room on Tryhackme. So let's start up this machine and let's see task one, which is introduction. This room explores the Active Directory Certificate Service ADCS and the misconfigurations seen with the certificate templates. So okay, let's connect to this virtual machine using RDP. I guess it's X-free RDP, and the syntax is okay, the syntax is the username, the password, and v for the domain. So the domain is this. Let me copy this IP address and paste it in my host file. So go to gedit slash host and paste it the IP. Okay, save the file. So now let's connect. Okay, so let's connect to the VPN first. The command is open VPN and your configuration VPN file. Mine is that quite good. Let's go and try Acme. And let's connect to RDP. User was Tryhackme, and the password is password one at the rate and slash v for domain. The domain is lunareureka.com. Paste it and press enter. It will ask for a certificate. Okay, has it connected to the VPN? Yes, it has. It's now working. So let's click complete and move on to task 2, which is Windows Active Directory is not just for identity and access management, but provides a significant amount of services to help you run and manage your organizations. A lot of these services are commonly known or used, meaning they are often overlooked when security hardening is performed. One of the services is Active Directory Certificate Services. So basically we are saying that certificates are you Active Directory certificates, and we have to exploit it in order to escalate our privileges. When talking about certificates, we only think about the common ones, which is to upgrade traffic to HTTPS, etc. But what about the internal network? Okay, what about all those applications running on the internal network? How do we know we have to give internet access to allow them to request a certificate from a trusted authority? Well, not really. So ADCS. So this is it. Trust of organization. This is how this works. A client generates a public-private key pair. Client sends a certificate request to an enterprise certificate authority server, and does the certificate template exist? It checks. The server checks if this particular template exists. Are the settings in the CSR allowed by the certificate template? Is the user allowed to enroll for a certificate? And the certificate authority generates a certificate and signs it using a certificate authority private key. Okay, so what does the user create to ask for a certificate authority to ask the certificate authority for a certificate? So a certificate signing request, so SCR, is a message that is sent to the certificate authority to request a signed certificate. What is the name of Microsoft's PKI implementation? So my name of the Microsoft's PKI implementation is Active Directory Certificate Services. You can copy it from here, and let's move on to task 3. Okay, so what do we have here? The first step in this part to enumerate all certificate templates to identify vulnerable ones and understand what is required to exploit them. So we can do this by using this certutil tool. In the command prompt, copy this command, go to your RDP session. Okay, click on search and click CMD. Open the command prompt and paste the command. Now let's use type command to see the output. Okay, it's a lot of output. You should see output like this in the text file. Yes, we see the command. We have each template by template, and this X is the number, and the specific toxic parameter set that we are looking for is one that has the following. So a template where we have the relevant permissions to request the certificate, a template that allows client authentication, meaning we can use it for Kerberos authentication. Kerberos authentication is that in which we ask for a ticket from a ticket granting service, a template that allows us to alter the subject alteration alternative name SAN. So the first is relevant parameters, allow enroll, allow full control permission. We are checking, and domain users. This means in most cases that that any authenticated users can request the certificate. Domain computers, this means that the machine account of a domain joined host can request the certificate. If we have admin rights over the machine, we can request the certificate on behalf of the machine account. So client authentication, it has authentication EKU, means certificate can be used for Kerberos authentication. Third one is client specific SAN. So if the CT flag enrollee supplies subject is equals to 1, so it is set to 1, that means this condition is also satisfied. What Active Directory group will allow all Active Directory users to request a certificate? So the domain users is the group that will allow all Active Directory user accounts to request a ticket. Net user username slash domain. So we are Tryhackme. Net user, the user was Tryhackme slash domain. So we are a member of domain users here. Okay. What Active Directory group will allow all domain joined computers to request a ticket? It was domain computers. Which EKU allows us to to use the generated certificate for Kerberos authentication? What EKU allows us to? What EKU allows us to? It was client authentication EKU. So let's copy it from here. Okay, I couldn't copy the C. Paste the C here. Client authentication. So what certificate template is misconfigured based on the three provided parameters? So actually, let's go to here. We are in users slash Tryhackme. So let's go to this PC, Windows, and it was users, it was Tryhackme, and this is our file in which we got a list of all the templates available here. But we are looking for the template which meets all the three conditions that are specified here. That is, it must have allow enroll or allow full control permission, it must have this client authentication, and it must have this flag set to 1. So actually I have done this, and it was template number 31. You have to go all the way down, and okay, it was the template number 33, it was template number 31. This is template. This user request is a template which is which contains all the three conditions specified: client authentication, and this CT flag enrollee supply subject that was set to 1, and this allow enroll and allow full control for domain admins. That is, this Tryhackme user was a domain admin as well. So the answer to this question is user request. It was user request. Yes, user request. So let's move on to task 4, generating a malicious certificate. So what we have to do here, uh, now that we identified a certificate template that we can exploit, it is time to generate the certificate request. We could do this from the command line if you wanted to, but why make your life difficult when Microsoft just allows you to do hacking through the click of some buttons. To request a new certificate, we will use the Microsoft Management Console. Load up the console by typing mmc in a run window. Okay, so let's search for run window and we have it. Okay, open mmc and we have here. And what do we have to do? Then we have to go to this add remove snap in this window. You want to add the certificates snap in, and although it will add the snap in directly if you had administrative privileges, we'll see in the next prompt. So let's do this. Click on file, go to add remove snaps. Okay, go to certificate, add, and what do we have to do next? This prompt impersonate service accounts on the this prompt allows you to impersonate service accounts or the machine accounts, but you will only perform these options if the administrative privileges on the host, which we currently don't have. You can now close the snap in manager and return to the main console screen and expand the certificate options. Right click on personal, select all tasks and click on request new certificate. Okay, click on OK. We are here. Go to personal, right click on here and go to all tasks and request new certificate, and it is asking next. Click next, and what do we have to do next? As you can see from this screen, we need to complete the information for the certificate before we can enroll it. Click the more information is required to enroll this certificate. Yes, click on this. And what do we have to do with it now? Now we have to do a few changes, that is change the type to common name and this DNN to common name and this alternate name to the user principal name. And what are we doing here? On the screen you will need to be very specific about the information that we provide in order to ensure that the certificate can be exploited for a Kerberos ticket of a privileged user. We require the user principal name of the user we wish to impersonate. So this user principal name is the name of the user we want to impersonate. This can be found using the AD stat tools or something like that, something like the Power View scripts. For this example, we will impersonate one of the domain admin users in this domain. So let's target this svc dot service account of service GitLab account. It is a service account making Kerberos authentication is likely expected from this account. The UPN, that is user principal name of this account is this. Let's copy it from here and paste it. Click on add here and let the certificate value be that quiet kid. Okay, let's add it. Now what do we have to do? Okay, I will click OK and okay, enroll. Click on it was a user request was the template which will allow us to escalate our privileges. So click on enroll. So now the certificate has finished, so click on finish. Go to Tryhackme and complete the enrollment of the certificate. Once enrolled, you will be able to view the certificate under your personal certificates. So let's go to personal, go here, click on certificates, and we have a that quiet kid certificate. Let's go below. If we review the details of the certificate, you will see that the SAN now specifies the UPN we want to impersonate, definitely not the SAN of our web server. So click on that quiet kid, right click it. Okay, let's double click it, go to details and Okay, this is subject alternative name, and its principal name is equal to the one we want to impersonate now. So let's go down. We have to go to all tasks and export. Click on okay, cross it, right click here, go to all tasks, click on export and click next. Yes, export the private key, click next, and it will ask for password, and the password will be that quiet kid, that quiet kid. Click next, and let's go to the browser and name this file as uh, what we will name this file as, that quiet kid, I guess. Save it, click on next, and click on finish. The export was successful. Okay, so let's go to here, and the location was this Tryhackme tools, and here we have this that quiet kid certificate. Okay, so let's go down. In which field do we inject the user principal name of the account we want to impersonate? In which field? Okay, in which field? I guess it was this user principal name. In which field do we inject the user principal name of the account? In which field? Which field? Okay, okay. Let's view the hint here. Called SAN for short. It was subject alternative name is the field. Subject subject alternative name. Yes, yes. If we had administrative access when adding the snap in, which option would we select to use the machine account of the host instead of the authenticated active directory account for certificate generation? What would we would have selected? Okay, okay. We would have the snaps in will always manage certificate for this computer account. I think would be the one. Let's go down here. Computer account. Okay, so let's move on to task 5, which is using robust tool. So now we have impersonated a user. To perform these two steps are required. Use the certificate to request a Kerberos ticket granting ticket. Load the Kerberos ticket granting ticket into your hacking platform of choice. We will use robust tool for this. Copy everything from here and paste it in your command prompt. Go to here. Okay, where is, we will have to go some directories back. It was Tryhackme tools, in which our this file is, I guess it's clear screen. Yes, we have cleared. Paste it here, and let's change some of this stuff here. DC, that is domain, or DC, IP address of the domain controller. Copy it, paste it, Control V to paste it, and name of the file you want to write this tgd. Okay, what do we want? Let's name it output. I guess let's name it the password of the certificate. Okay, password of the certificate was that quiet kid, and the path to the certificate, I guess it's in the folder. So let's click on name, which was that quiet. Okay, the that quiet kid dot p. What was the extension? It was dot pfx. pfx, and what do we have? Nothing. I think we are all set. Click on enter, and it is getting our ticket granting ticket now. So once we executed the command, we should receive our ticket granting ticket. Okay, what do after we have received, what should we do now? That we now need to use this ticket granting ticket to gain access. This can be done using your favorite hacking framework like Metasploit, Cobalt Strike, or Covenant. However, for the purpose of this walkthrough, we will be using Rubus again. You will use the ticket to alter the password of one of the domain administrators. This will allow us to use the domain admin's credentials to log in into the domain controller to recover the final key. Open the Active Directory users and computers. Click on search. Yes, we have our ticket granting ticket. It was Active Directory users and computer. Click on here, and what do we have? Yes, we have a domain account. By these are the all the domain accounts here. We can impersonate any of these. Let's use Cleveloid DA domain account. Let's use Robust again. Copy the command. Where am I? Where am I? Yes, I'm here. Paste it. User of the username of the domain admin. So we were using domain admin of Clive Lloyd. I guess this is the correct spelling. Let me see again. Yes, Alps Clive LLYD. Okay, not E. Okay, Clive Lloyd. And what do we have to change here? New password for the user. Okay, let's the password be simple, and we will do password path to the ticket file. Our what was my ticket file? I guess it was output. I guess output was a file. I think so. Yes, I think it was output. Let's click on enter, and now we have changed password error. Okay, action password changed error. Okay, let's change a few things back here. Let's use the output file as paste it here. Control V. Certificate was that quite kid dot this. User was this. Yes, click enter. Okay, now let's copy this command. Let's try this domain admin, this and read one. Okay, let's use this. Let's change the password to password. Okay, password KBSK password soft. Okay, let it be password at the rate 123. Password change successfully. I guess this was the error with the weak password. So that was the error we were getting. I guess that password was weak. I think. What was the error? Let me see again. Okay. Kerberos 5K password soft error policy. I guess it was policy error. Maybe the password was okay. So clear screen. CLS. What do we have to do now? We can run as command in order to run as administrator. I guess no, I guess escalate our privileges to Compromise domain admin. Okay, username of the domain admin. It was da slash and read, I guess. Password was password at the rate 123. Click enter, and who am I? Am I da underscore da dash and read? Yes, I am, and I can read the flag now. It's in the administrative. Okay, cd into the users. Okay, click tab to autocomplete. Cd into administrator, cd into desktop, and use type command and the flag.txt. This is our flag. AD certificates can get you domain admin. Okay, control shift plus c, control v to paste it. Okay, that completes our room. And so how can you actually defend against these certificate template attacks? There isn't really an easy answer, but there are some good defenses. In cases where poisonous parameter combinations cannot be avoided, make sure there are stop gaps, such as having to require admin approval before the certificate will be issued, reviewing all the certificate templates in your organization for poisonous parameters combinations, and click on complete. And the conclusion is that's a wrap. In this lab, we showed a possible method to exploit misconfigured Active Directory certificate templates. As mentioned previously, there are several different potential toxic parameter combinations that you can look to exploit. Have a read about the Spectre Ops white paper if you are interested in learning more. Since the lab contains a full domain controller and you now have domain admin access, you can look to configure your own certificate templates to play around with. Have fun. So that completes our room, and thank you for watching.